This is the one that can carry a bunch of weight, because of, obviously, I don't inspect their work. So if you can't tell, they started the work in our new office set. Anyway, remember we had rented one of these when we put those up. Now would be the perfect time to
fix it.
Or just yank them down. I don't even need them anymore.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
Watch, when we go on the other side of this wall, and we'll show you guys, the sound over there is so much better than it used to be, but I gotta get this over there real quick. The contractors just left, and it's in my building, so here we go. Don't show my wife, she told me I'm not allowed to go. Dang. The size. Dude, the sound. You should just leave a wall like this because it's all the packing material. Like, come over here.
Bring your setup to the next level with Cablemod's all-new custom coiled keyboard cables. Available in a variety of colors and connector types utilizing best-in-class connectors, the keyboard cables give your setup a look and feel it deserves. To see the complete lineup of custom keyboard cables available from Cablemod, click the link in the description below.
Can I have a mask?
Ah!
I looked up there and I was like, I need an N95 or I'm gonna die. Hey, I've gotten pretty good at like not only driving this thing, but getting over my fear of heights, dude.
Yeah, see, look, you're safety trained.
It's just ripping apart.
Oh my god,
Jeez, dude.
Dang, the UV light just like destroyed it, huh?
I'm gonna get those T-rods and we're gonna get fence post material like the 1-inch fence post, and we're gonna get stretch canvas designed for studios. And we're gonna make a big softbox for over this set. How do you think about that, Phil?
That'll be sick.
So now they have all the materials in here, all the drywall's in here. We're having, each one of these power drops is gonna be a 20 amp dedicated circuit. So we're gonna be able to now have proper clean power going to our test rigs and our overclocking and stuff. But we have to now clear out some of this area over here where the toolbox and all that is, so that they can access with the lift to the panel to run the conduit up and over and across. So that's something we're gonna have to do today as well. But the wall's now supported, so we can now utilize some of the area over here. We know the lift will fit through the door, because I've already carried one of these, not carried, but drove one of these lifts through those doors. And as long as the roll-up door has enough space for the lift to make its way out, which this is gonna be staying all weekend, like into next week. So I don't have to worry about this getting in and out now, if that makes sense. So it should be a piece of cake. Woo, piece of candy. Bet you thought we were gonna forget to do a secret code again, didn't you? Well, you're right, we did. That's why my shirt's different and more is built. Doesn't matter, I'm still giving you the code. It's JayzSexy, JayzSexy, because this doesn't just happen. So some things that we're still gonna have to obviously figure out. This is the Ethernet that leads into our office that our server and everything's hooked up to now. Now we're not gonna need, the server's not gonna be in there anymore. We have an area over here that's gonna be for a server rack. But this still connects to our switch that we're connected to in there. Now, we're not gonna be in there anymore, we're gonna be over there, which is easy because of the fact that we have our, well, here we go. Here's the plugs I showed you guys in the little diagram. So this right here is power, and this one over here is power and data. This one over here is power, and then we have another power, and then there's another data right there. I think that comes on this side, but we've got a few extra data drops, and it's gonna be kind of nice because, yeah, so you can see the other drops. Yeah, it sounds so good in this side.
Yeah.
Dude, it sounds amazing in here now. I wish we could just leave it like this.
I know.
But you can see right here, the R19 that we're using here are sound attenuation bats. And attenuation just means muting, right? To turn it down. So yeah, I'm excited. This is gonna be nice. We're gonna be having the server rack right here, which I think will be nice looking in the outside, outside of the set. The only potential downside about putting the server rack here is the fact that it gets hotter out here. However, it can't get any hotter than it does in that room right now with all the doors shut and the AC turns off at night. I don't want to put it on the inside because if I do end up doing like a blade style, I don't want that noise in there for obvious reasons while we're filming. But we'll try it out and see what we got. I'm excited about this. We do have to play some musical stuff over there. And then over here too, as you can see, we have another power plug right here and another power plug right there. So plenty of power, which is something that we lacked in this place because of the fact that out in the warehouse, there was no conduit or power anywhere, which is why I told you we were running like contractor extension cords all over the place when we had to plug stuff in, which was a complete pain in the ass. Dude, even standing over here, like talking into the open.
Yeah. Oh, I just realized one thing the roof is also going to isolate is the HVAC unit because...
Well, yeah, we have that sound insulation or sound attenuating batting going across the top too. So that's not just going in the wall, it's going on the drop ceiling. So I really wanted this to be as isolated as possible.
Yeah.
It does look like they might have made a boo-boo here though, where I see a data there, but I don't see a data over here. There was supposed to be a data on this side. So yeah, if that's the case, then they're gonna have to cut the drywall. We had to confirm with them like 5 times where we wanted the data, and it still looks like they might have made a mistake. But it's better they do it now after they mud it rather than after we paint it. So anyways, I'm gonna call him right now actually. But anyway, we are going to now have to move the toolbox and stuff and those lights out of the way so they can get to the panel. I'm really excited about that. Also too, by the time you guys are watching this video, all that stuff over there should be gone because the garage sale, the JayzTwoCents garage sale, will have already happened. I hope it went well. I hope everyone behaved themselves. Like I said, we have a decent amount of volunteers and armed security, and all I can hope is that things go well. You done yet? I'm gonna be taking this opportunity when this is all done to actually make this a nice shop now because I don't plan on doing computer builds out here often. I wanna have a more like office setting computer build area inside the set. This is gonna be for things that get messy, like when I'm cutting or grinding or doing case mods, spray painting.
When you're building a computer.
That's a good point. When was the last time I actually built a computer like that? I didn't finish the last one. But no, that way if it makes a mess, it can be out here. But now I can have actual cabinets, you know, and I can have cabinets along that wall. Cabinets and shelves that don't also act as a partition between another area. So I'm excited about that. Might actually be able to wall hang some cabinets here now. Nick's been asking for that since the day he started back here. We'll finally get to do that now. So I should also probably find a way to just attach to the wall over there some sort of a bracket for that light so we can just eliminate that C-stand. Because that light never moves, it's just a hair light. It just creates an edge around me from the backdrop. It's just a lighting ticking. I don't need that C-stand sitting there. So you see how they have these brackets that are just kind of mounted into the concrete? I could do the same thing and have one of our light brackets coming off the side and then, you know, it's doing its job. I'm excited about that. Now I also want to have additional workbench space to have tabletop stuff. And I've had some companies reach out already about like X-carve, not necessarily X-carve, but like CNC tabletop machines, engravers, laser engravers. So we finally start doing some really cool stuff and have a dedicated space to it. I could even have it potentially wrap around this way. Nothing says I can't have a U-shaped shop in here now because it's only gonna be used for one thing, whereas it had multiple purposes before. So it's gonna be nice, I'm excited. But anyway, just kind of a quick little vlog to show you guys some of the process here. I saw a lot of comments of people saying I should have attempted to do this myself. There's a few reasons why. One, I don't know how to build a metal frame. All commercial building, at least in the United States, I don't know about other countries, commercial construction is metal framing. Either concrete tilt up, this is a concrete wall that they just literally tilt up, and then metal framing on the inside. I don't know how to drywall. I'd like to learn how to drywall. I don't have a problem learning and practicing drywall with a frame I build, but it's also got to be structurally sound. It's got to be up to code. It's got to be permitted, all that stuff. So I can't just go in there and do it and then have a wall fall on somebody and then I'm sued for the rest of my life and my life earnings because of the fact that I tried to do something myself and I'm an idiot. You guys saw me on a lift and I almost killed myself just taking a thing off the roof. And then I was like going down and then I almost hit my head on the roof because I went the wrong way. Going down. Wrong way. I drove it through the doorway twice and didn't touch anything, so give me that credit, will you?
You also almost drove it through the ceiling, so.
Okay, almost doesn't count, Mr. Needed a new garage door. Raise your hand if you've driven a car through a garage door here. Okay, that's
No, technically he didn't drive it though. There was no one in there.
You commanded it to do it.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
For those of you that are wondering what we're talking about, Nick has a manual transmission vehicle. That's cool, right? It's rare to have a manual these days. He also has a remote start on it without a clutch lockout.
That was previous owner, but I decided to take advantage of it
We
at the
told him
wrong
from
time.
day one.
Yeah.
Never, ever use the remote start. So he went outside one day and he hit the remote start, but he left it in gear. So it just goes vroom, vroom, through his garage, and he had to buy a new garage door. So the running joke is never park across from Nick, and whenever his car is facing the building, we feel like we're in danger. Nick, I'll give you $100 if you just jump into the fiberglass batting.
That's so not worth the meat.
He'll come in tomorrow and still be like,
I know. Hey, where's the detonator?
it finally happened, we're gonna die, we have TNT.
We have TNT and
Oh, that's taping and toping joint compound.
taping and doping.
Taping and doping.
Taping and dope.
Topping.
It's been a long day, long week. Tomorrow will be 3 of these HVAC ducts will be ducted into the office. We'll have like one on each side and one in the middle in terms of HVAC supply. Fire suppression system added here, so they'll have the plumbing set up for that. And then electricians will be here tomorrow continuing to run all the conduit and armored conduit and stuff. Disconnecting these lights, there's no reason to be lighting the top of the office where there is a ceiling. And then, yeah, they'll just be continuing all that through into next week. We have to disconnect our camera, and I have to move that. But the nice thing is that now I'll be able to kind of place that one wherever I want, because we don't need a camera in here. I'll probably just have another angle of the shop or something covering our doors. And that's that. So anyway, thanks for watching. And I'm probably gonna have to rent another lift of my own. Did I run over a screw? It looks like I ran over a screw and it's now perfectly embedded into the rubber. Yep. Hey, they left it on. If I hadn't started playing on it, I wouldn't have noticed it was on and then turn it off for them. It might have been dead tomorrow. You're welcome.